In this video, we are going to talk about how to find a Google Meet recording, how to rename the recording within your Google Drive, and how to share that recording with students. So the first thing that I want to show you is how to find the recordings that are saved from Google Meet. So first, you get the recording sent to you via email. So as soon as you're done recording the Google Meet, you're going to get an email that will have your recording within that email. So if you choose to download the video, you can, but it also automatically saves to your drive. So when you go into your Google Drive, you will see a folder that says Meet Recordings. When you start recording Google Meets, it automatically creates this folder for you. So I'm going to go ahead and open the Meet Recordings folder that I have, and you're going to notice up at the top, I've created my own folders. So if you decide that you want to separate all of your classes into a respective folder, you can just right click, create a new folder, and you can name it based on class period. So you can drag and drop the recordings into those class periods if that is how you want to organize. So within this Meet Recordings folder, if I scroll down, you're going to notice that all of my recordings are labeled based on the name of my Meet. So because I am using my Google Meet link from my classroom, I will not have names within these recordings. I do have the date though. So I can see that this recording was made on the 21st of October. So that helps a little bit with being able to organize your recordings by date. The time is not the same time as the class took place. You're going to notice that it says GMT. So the time is not the same. So if you find the date of the recording, you might have to watch just the first few seconds to see what class it was. And then when you're ready to rename a recording, so if I want to rename this recording, I'll just right click and I'll choose rename. And then I can rename this pre-lab discussion. And it was on the 21st. So pre-lab discussion 10/21/20. And now it has renamed that Meet recording. So you can go through each day, or if you recognize the name, these letters are the names that pop up as soon as you open a Google Meet. And so then that will save to your Meet recordings. Some of my recordings do have names because I created them through a calendar event. But if you use your Google Meet link within your classroom, it's going to save based on the letters that pop up when your Google Meet starts. So when you're ready to share a recording, so you go in, you find your recordings, you rename them if you want, you organize them based on folders, or you just keep them all in here. What I'll do is I will right click on a recording that I want to share, and I'll choose Get Link. So I right click and I choose Get Link, and then it automatically populates by saying, do we want anyone in the district to view? Well, you can leave it at that if only students are viewing. If you want the parents to have the option to view, you'll click on this drop down arrow and you'll choose anyone with the link can view. I'll go ahead and copy the link, click done. And what you can do is you can go into your Google Classroom and you can create a material, and you can have this material be recording from Monday, and you can add a link. So if I add a link, I can go ahead and I can paste that link in, and that video pops up. You can have all of your recordings on one material. You can have all of your recordings into a folder, and you just share the folder with students. So there are different ways to share these recordings. If you'd rather share an entire folder, again, you just right click on the folder, you choose Get Link. And then when you choose Get Link, you can copy it. And then you can always share the entire folder for a unit. Again, go to Add Link. I'll go ahead and copy the link. And then there's a folder as well. So there are different ways you can share the recordings to students, but you'll just go into the Meet Recordings folder within your drive.